The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A give to Kamara running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Winston. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Complete to Washington. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. A gain of 22. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Winston. Got an open man. It's Washington. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Tannehill. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Now a run up the middle with Washington. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Fourth down, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Woods, the receiver, in motion right. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. On 1st, here's Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle they go, Washington. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, early in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. Winston to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's got room at the 30, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Tannehill throwing again. And this is caught at the 8. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 4. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Winston on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back and they've got it in great field position. Tannehill on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Let's go. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A first down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it again with Henry.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 21 yards away.
And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Really good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, and this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run from the shotgun with Washington.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 18, Titans 14. Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. Traylon Burks. Touchdown. Traylon Burks. 65 yards. And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Danico Autry is in on the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Right back to Washington. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Jameis now on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Washington on third and short. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. On first and goal, Washington. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. Winston. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Now Winston. And he's got it. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's fourth and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Throwing Tannehill. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. It has the distance, and it is good from 55 yards out. And it'll be a hot time across the country.